Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode in K9's world. I am Angry K9 and right now I'm standing at the spawn point of my world right here. This is where I spawned in the first time, and if I break my bed and die, this is where I would spawn in again. And the reason why is I marked out the spawn chunks. You might be able to see that netherrack column out there. There's another one over there. And you're probably not really going to be able to see it, but there's another one over there somewhere, and then over in that direction, basically marking the corners of the spawn chunks. And I have a netherrack border going all the way around. Everything inside this border right here is in the spawn chunks, and these chunks stay loaded. Anytime I'm way out in the distance, no matter where I'm at, they stay loaded. Now, I don't know if they stay loaded when I go into the nether, because the way I mark these out, I started at the spawn point with 64 blocks out. Once I got to 64 blocks, I started dropping a trail of items on the ground all the way out to where the border is. About another 64 blocks I think I went, maybe a little bit more than 64. And then originally I tried to go into the nether and wait for 5 minutes and hope that I would come back and find everything inside the spawn chunks had despawned, but that didn't quite work out. So after I made my trail of items out there, I went out about another 200 blocks and waited out there. When I came back, everything inside the spawn chunks on the ground had despawned. Everything outside the spawn chunks was still there. And right where the last item was that didn't despawn, I went ahead and marked it out right there. So I've got this area here, and if I did it right, it should be roughly, I think, 192 blocks by 192 blocks, basically 12 chunks by 12 chunks. And I could get the coordinates of the borders and verify that. I don't really know for sure. That might be something I'll do some other time. But anyway, the reason why I did that is because I want to build a couple of things here inside the spawn chunks that kind of require being built inside the spawn chunks. One is an iron farm. I'm going to have to build a small iron farm just to build up enough iron to build the big iron farm that I want to build. And I believe Redstone Spire is the creator of the iron farm that I'm going to build. Now, that's one of those crazy, big, massive, humongous, ginormous iron farms. And it's probably crazy to do it in a single-player world because I'm never going to need as much iron as that thing produces. But, you know, I might want to use them as building blocks. So that's one reason why. And just to see if I could do it. I've always been kind of lame in my farms when I build things like iron farms and stuff like that, kind of shying away from the big, huge, massive projects. And can't really do them on a server because they've already been done. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to head on over here into the nether and I'm going to take a look at what I want to do. I'm building a Nether Hub, and I'm kind of basing the design a little bit on the Nether Hub that I built on the unnamed server. I think it was season 2 that I built that a while ago. Yeah, and kind of basing it on that. So I'm going to go in here and take a look at that. So what I'm doing in the nether here is building a rather decent sized Nether Hub. I'm going to have the portal in the center, and I'm going to have corridors going in that direction and in that direction. Only in 2 directions. I don't need them going in all 4 directions. And what I'll do is I'll have tunnels, I'll have entrances, alcoves, whatever you want to call them, lined up along either side here and going off in different directions, going to the various places I need to go to. And I will be able to expand these corridors as much as I need to, if I need to. Right now, this one is going down pretty far. It's going to a mesa biome. I admit I had to look up on amidst. I have a cold right now, so it's kind of hard for me to talk, in case you couldn't tell. Anyway, I had to look up on amidst to find that mesa biome. It was just easier than running around trying to find it. But anyway, that's where that goes. And the reason why I needed a mesa biome is because I needed to get all kinds of stained clay for what I'm going to build here. So I got 18 stacks of red stained clay, 9 stacks of orange stained clay, and I've also got 9 stacks of regular hardened clay. And I'm going to have to turn some of that yellow because I need yellow stained clay. Also went out and gathered a lot of nether quartz, as I'm going to need some of that there. And of course I have nether brick here. I'm going to need quite a bit of that as well. And down here I just have some other various materials. Half slabs and some stone, some diorite, And I think that's all I need. I don't think I'm going to need any andesite. Unfortunately, I'm going to need a lot of obsidian. Well, not a lot, but a fair amount. And I don't really have any of that. And I did get a bunch of glowstone. And made some redstone lamps. I'm going to need a lot of glowstone. Well, not so much a lot of glowstone. I do need to make a bunch of redstone lamps, so that's why I got the redstone over here. Of course, I got the coal over here so I could cook up some of that netherrack, turn it into another brick. And yeah, so I've got a screenshot on the other monitor, if I could talk here. And I need to, let's see here. I'm looking at that screenshot and trying to work at the same time, and that's not really easy. Essentially, what I'm going to do for the center here, I had seen something online some time ago, and I cannot for the life of me remember where it was, but it was something that I really liked. It was a picture that I had seen. I think it was, I want to say it was on the Minecraft forum, but I really don't know. Essentially what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to have some quartz around the portal here, and I've only got one side lit up right now. Got the lava in the middle for lighting. And I'm going to have some quartz around here with a half slab, some decoration, and I'm going to have kind of a checkerboard pattern here on the floor up to a certain point. Then I've got a pattern in the floor that I'm going to put in, and of course all around the walls. So let me make some quartz blocks. Let's see, we'll go ahead and start with one stack. And oh, those ghasts are annoying. Get really annoying here. I'll tell you what we're going to do is let's take that. Let's see, options. They've changed some of the the layout here. Music and sounds used to be over here. It's over here now. I think these two just swapped. I'm not really sure, but music and sounds is over here. And one thing that I noticed was voice speech. I'm not sure if that's just for like witches, since they make noise now, and maybe the villagers, or if they're going to add something that talks. I don't know. As far as I know, nothing new is going to be added to the game at this point. It's pretty much polished off in the snapshot. But anyway, what I want to do is turn hostile creatures down to about 20%. And I think we should be alright. And I've got the weather at 20%. They've changed the sound of the rain, too. I was trying to listen to that. And yeah, so anyway, hopefully that'll quiet them down just a little bit. I'm going to turn down my headset just a little bit, too, because they're pretty loud, my headset. Anyway, I need to make some quartz pillar blocks. I think that's like this, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do it like that. And that's where I start. And I've got these half slabs here for that purpose, because this is where I need to put them, like this. And I'll do that all the way around. Okay, so now I need to make some quartz steps. And we'll run over here to the workbench to do that real quick. And I'm not really sure how many of these I'm going to need. I hope I have enough quartz to do this. I'm usually pretty against using quartz to build. I kind of stay away from that. I guess I could have just done that. And that's probably way more than I need. Actually, that may not even be enough. And I'm going to take these half slabs here out. But anyway, yeah, normally I'm against building with quartz because it's such a hard thing to find. Well, not really hard to find. It's just, you gotta, you know, if you don't have fortune, you're out of luck. So anyway, I've got this wrapped around just like this. I need to take these half slabs out. And I think I'm doing this right. And I'm going to have to do something with that ladder eventually. That just goes out to the nether, down to the nether fortress that I found a while ago. I just didn't want to block that off. So I've got this wrapped all the way around here just like this. And this is not working out very well. Never was very good at building on camera. And I don't think I've got that in the corner like that. Well, maybe I do. According to the screenshot, I do. So, yeah. Anyway, and what I'm going to do underneath there is I'm going to fill that in with some netherrack because it's dead space, non-player space, whatever you want to call. And I need to make some more. So I'm going to finish up these stairs and talk about the next part that I'm going to have to make up a bunch of quartz half slabs too. So I'm just finishing up that first part, and I can already see that I'm not going to have enough quartz to finish this project. But as you can see, I have the stairs on the bottom and on the top as well. And I'm just dropping in a half slab right in these little slots here. And I think that's all that I have for that. And now I need some stone slabs. So I've got a row of stone slabs. No, wrong slabs. I've got a row of stone slabs all the way around this perimeter right here. And I think that's just like that. And this is at the top of a block, so yeah, that should be right. Actually, that corner there is going to be glowstone, so I'm going to have to knock those back out. But I'll just do that real quick. And then what I have from here is, like I was saying, kind of a checkerboard pattern all the way out to this side here. Let me take this out here. And I need to take a look at the screenshot here to figure out exactly where I need to start the checkerboard. Let's see here if I can get the right screenshot up, and I'm just so not prepared right now. I really should have had this ready to go on maybe my Kindle Fire or something like that. I could have put all my images over there. And I'm trying to figure out where exactly this starts. Yeah, let me go ahead and get the glowstone and put it in the corners because I'm going to need that. I think I got it right there. It is. And I'll start with that glowstone right here in the corners just to give it some light. And then eventually I'm going to put something on top of it here for decorative purposes. Aesthetic purposes only. No functional reason at all. Let's see. And I might change these to... instead of glowstone, I might change them over to redstone lamps instead, because I think those look better. And I need to get that right there. And get that right there, because I've got this, yeah, just like that, all the way around. Perfect. And I need to take up this row of half slabs, and it looks like, let's see here. Do I actually need to take those up, or can I just put these down on top of them? Yep, I'll have to take them up. I was hoping maybe I could just put those right on top of them, but I guess I should have known better. But once I get this done here, it looks like, from what I can tell, this is going to be on... no, let's see. This is actually not where that starts. First, I need steps all the way around. Oh, missed! So I've got steps going all the way around here, and I'm going to finish those up real quick, and then we'll start that checkerboard pattern. Also, I've moved this ladder over here, and I think it'll be okay there for right now until I can get a tunnel done for it. So let me put these steps down. Alright, and this thing is really taking shape, and I'm going to actually do the same thing on the top here. This is going to be one layer up, just like that, and then I'm going to have stone half slabs in there. Basically, the top is going to look just like the bottom to start with, and then just outside of the checkerboard pattern, which I'm also going to have on the top, I'm going to end up taking out all the netherrack all the way up to bedrock, which is just a few layers up, and just in the center part here, and I think all the way around the edges, but I'm not really sure about to look at the way I've got that done. I don't think I have it going all the way to the edge, but I could be wrong. But anyway, looking at the screenshot here, I can see that my checkerboard pattern starts right here, just like this. And then I've got another one here. That's not right. This is the... Get out of there. This is in the wrong spot. This one here is supposed to be over there. And then like that. And I've got it, let's see, just 2 layers deep all the way around just like this, and it goes back and forth between these regular stone slabs and quartz half slabs all the way around here, and I think I've got one right there. Yeah, just like that. So I'm going to finish this up real quick, and then I'm going to get started working on the pattern in the rest of the floor. And when I get all that done, I'll come back and we'll take a look at that. And then I will see if I can maybe get started on the ceiling. Now, I'm going to have a lot of netherrack by the time I'm done with this. So at least I won't have to worry about running out of nether brick. But I am going to have to go get more quartz. Because like I said, I can already see I'm not going to have enough quartz for this. But that's something I'll do off camera. So anyway, let me get this done and get started on the floor pattern. and I will be right back. Okay, so I got the checkerboard pattern in there, and I have not started on the ceiling yet. I'll do that off camera. Essentially, this is going to look pretty much the same as this. But for the rest of the floor here, now I don't have it plain half slabs all the way around here. You know, I've never been one for just plain floors. I kind of like putting patterns in them, breaking them up a little bit, making them look interesting. So as you can see, I've started with some nether brick half slabs, and I have glowstone on all four corners around here. There's another one on the other side that you can't see. And then I have kind of a pathway marked out to where each of the corridors are going to go. There's going to be a corridor on this side, one on the opposite side, and they're going to have some these stone brick pathway kind of leading up to it. And then on the other side over here, I'm going to have the stone brick half slabs, which I have right there, and I've got them separated with nether brick half slabs, if I could talk here. And this is just like this. Essentially, I have it kind of a curved line around here, and just that one there, then 2, then 3, then it goes back to 2, and then 1, and it meets up right there, and it's like that on this side as well. Let's see, make sure I get this right. Just like that. Yeah, there we go. Now it's starting to look right. 2 more, and then 1, and those that I just dug out are actually filled with these nether brick half slabs, just like this. And everything outside of that is stone brick half slabs. Oh, anyway, I had to cut there a little bit, had a sudden sneeze come on. As I was saying, it's everything outside of here is stone brick half slabs, all of this right here. So I'll take this up real quick. And I essentially have the same pattern repeated all the way around. And I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. It fits with the design anyway. It's going to be all the way around here. And then this pattern is going to be repeated on that side, and that side. So I'm going to work on that. And when I get it done, I'll come back and we'll take a look at that. And then I'll talk about what I'm going to do with the ceiling here. Right, so I've got the floor pattern done all the way around here. As you can see, I've got the stone brick slabs in place and the regular stone slabs. And the reason why I use half slabs in here is to keep things from spawning. And I said not 10 seconds ago that I was not going to worry about the ceiling, that I was going to work on that off camera. And then I turned around and said, well, when we come back, we take a look at what I was going to do with the ceiling. So I did actually start it off camera here. And as you can see, I've got the same checkerboard pattern up there as I do down here. Unfortunately, I've got it one block, or actually a half block too low. I need to raise all these slabs up so that they are even with those stairs there. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but there are definitely nether brick stairs up there. And maybe if I can just bring my brightness up, and I should have it up all the way in the nether anyway. Yeah, that makes it a little bit easier to see. Oh, you can see I have the stairs there. So I need to raise those half slabs up just a half block so that they're even with the bottom of the stairs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all of this nether rack all the way around up to about here, and then I'm going to have this, all of this in here is going to be stone bricks, I believe, with more of the what am I trying to say here? Nether brick? Yeah, that. With more of the nether brick stairs around. And my goal is to take out all of the nether rack here all the way up into the bedrock. And we are just a few blocks down from the bedrock layer. I don't know if we can see it or not. Yeah, anyway, the bedrock layer is just right up there. And I want to take out all of the visible nether rack so that when you walk through here, you look up and you won't see any nether rack at all in the bedrock. And then I'll have another area of the ceiling here, which is stone bricks that's kind of lowered down. And I think it'll turn out pretty cool. I mean, I've already built this actually in a creative world, and I think it looks really cool anyway. So yeah, anyway, what I want to do is start working on these walls. Now, I stopped the stone bricks just short of the walls here because I'm actually going to have nether brick blocks just like this all the way around, and I think there's a couple of places where I'm actually going to have other blocks. I'm not really sure. I'm going to kind of start this the same way I started that old Nether Hub way back when on the unnamed server. One big round room, and boy, this just does not look good at all with maximum brightness. That's kind of why I don't really play with my brightness on maximum. I kind of like to keep it kind of low. Normally I play with it on moody, but that's not really good for recording. But I think the alternation between light and dark just really kind of adds to the atmosphere. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on one side of the wall here. I think it'd be easier to show you what I'm going to do rather than talk about it. So let me finish up with these nether bricks here, and then I'll just do the one side and talk a little bit about it, and then I will do the rest of it off camera. Alright, so I went ahead and decided to get this whole thing done before the end of this video. And I'll be honest with you, I finished the video, rendered the video, didn't upload it though, decided I'm going to go ahead and get the whole thing done. Wanted to re-record the last clip there. It's about 4 days later. I've gotten rid of my cold, you might be able to tell, and taking a look around here, you can see we've got this thing completely finished. Got the center done, and I replaced these jungle leaves here with the spruce leaves like I wanted to. Got the ceiling completed all the way up into the bedrock up there. Got all of the netherrack up there. As far as I can tell, I got it all out of there. And I popped a few torches up in there and tried to keep them up where you really couldn't see them. But you're going to catch a glimpse of them every once in a while just running through here. Most of the torches are hidden pretty well up inside there and give it a nice little lighted effect up there. But yeah, I think another one over here you might be able to see. I'm not sure. There's a couple in there you can see as you're running around. If you're just looking for them, you're going to see them. Other than that, the walls are finished here. Put in some stained clay, red, yellow, and orange. And yeah, I like the walls here. Got some andesite, or I'm sorry, diorite and quartz around here with a little bit of obsidian. And some redstone lamps. Now, originally I had white stained blocks, glass blocks all the way down, but I went ahead and threw in a couple of panes in there instead. I think it looks better that way. Put a couple of panes on these as well, kind of give it I don't know, a slightly lighted panel effect. Now, over here in the corridors, I got these done here as well, and I'm not completely certain what I want to do with the lights. Now, in versions before 1.9, 1.8 and earlier, if you put a glass pane on, well, any surface here by itself, it would be in a cross pattern, and they've changed that in 1.9 now, so it's just a rod. You can see it still is a half pane if you put it on the side of a block, but and it looked better when it was the cross pattern here. It's not too bad now, so I'm not really sure if I want to do it that way, or if I want to have them like this, or if I want to go ahead and do the cross pattern like this and have a block. So I'm not really sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me which one you like better, and maybe if you have any other suggestions, you can go ahead and put them down there as well. I don't want to bring this down any lower than 2 blocks. It's already kind of low as it is, but I don't want it to go any lower than that. So yeah, I also got some glass panes here in the corner. Minor little change from what I had creatively, but I like it better that way. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, so all of these entrances here are going to be tunnels eventually that lead to different places. Probably in the next episode I'm going to work on setting up tunnels and portals to some things that I found. The Mesa biome, which actually I already have. I want to move that ladder over there to one of these tunnels here so that I have a way out to the Nether Fortress, if I could really talk here. This ladder here goes to another fortress, so I'm going to move that into one of the tunnels. And you can see I pretty much got this over here exactly the same as that side. Perfectly symmetrical, but I really love the ceiling. I think that's the best part of this whole thing. I think it looks really good the way I've got it set up. And I put nether brick up the side here to make it look like the center part here is just kind of holding it up. So yeah, I think it turned out really well. So yeah, that's going to do it for the Nether Hub. It's completed all the way, top to bottom, in and out, both sides. And I don't really think I have anything left to do as far as I know. I've got everything done. So that is also going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber.
Also, you can follow me on Twitter and on Twitch and Beam.pro, even though I don't really stream. I have been thinking about doing some live streaming. Not really sure if I can do it. It's kind of noisy where I live, and I don't really know if that's very good for streaming, but I don't know. I might give it a try. It's hard to say. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, if you're not already a subscriber, my name is Angry K9, and I will catch you next time in K9's World.